last time, so we were at the Hammerfell place, and Sir Hammerfell's brother Henry kept trying to kill us, and just being really rude like that. And, so we escaped his initial attempt to kill us, and also he insulted Celira's manners, which, she's honestly still kind of upset about. And, then we went to... well, he insulted everyone's manners, but Celira was just really offended by that. He was like, you guys are, like, clearly not of noble blood, and Celira was like...
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah, she's a fucking princess.
Do you want to... Should have used the scroll of pedigree. Can you read, Henry? So then we escaped his initial attempt on our life and went to Sir Hammerfell's dad's house, where we found his dad in pretty bad shape, under the feeble mind spell. We cured him, but then he died. Sir Hammerfell did get to say goodbye through the dream spell. The rest of us, mostly were emo in the other room.
I wish we could do more for you, buddy.
Oh, and then Celira walked out of the room, because Alistair, or everyone was talking about something that made her upset. So she left the room because it made her sad. But she didn't say anything, so I guess they definitely don't know that. Probably. And that's how the story goes.
Something important is you're not just chilling in Hammerfell's
Oh yeah,
house.
We're in the second house. The igloo.
Yes.
And we did confirm no one's waiting outside for us.
Yeah,
Yes.
yet.
At that point, yeah, there was no one.
Yeah.
To be fair, they wouldn't know that he's dead yet, would they?
Yeah, but Henry wants us dead, and he knows that we're here.
How do
That
you
was
know
my
that?
concern.
Because
Henry
he keeps
wants
trying
us
to
dead.
kill us.
You
Because
don't know
Henry wants us dead. I don't give a shit what you tell me, I know.
Okay, maybe it's not Henry, but I'm pretty sure it's Henry.
It's Henry. It's Henry. We're beating Henry up. Regardless. Watch it be James.
I am easily gaslit, so don't trust my judgment.
I am easily gaslit.
I am! I'm so gullible, you know this.
You have a shirt that says, you know, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, but on the back it says, I am easily gaslit, gatekeep the girl boss. At least you're honest.
He's like
Oh,
Zoe.
I'm using this token.
I know my weaknesses.
As you all reside inside the manor made by Hammerfell himself, what are you all getting up to?
We were playing poker with monkeys.
Yeah.
Waiting for Sai to let us know when we can use the dream spell so he can give me all the information on the teleportation circle. And then Celira walked out the room, and no one followed her because she seemed sad. And Hammerfell's also sad, understandably.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, his
Did
dad
Hammerfell leave the
literally
room, or
just died
I know-
in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know he did the whole like give me a moment thing, but I didn't know if he actually left the room or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he...
Well, they gave him a moment after like they woke up. Well, Hammerfell woke up. His dad didn't because he's dead.
I did my best. I wish I could have done more, buddy.
Yeah, it's alright.
I mean, the only thing that could have been better was, you know, not having a dead dad, but I don't have magic for that. That's not in my wheelhouse. I'm sorry.
He could have attempted to revivify, but I don't
No,
think
he
it
went in
would've
peace.
worked.
He went in
Yeah.
peace with his god. That was a correct death.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? He's like, Bjorn is calling me, and then Hammerfell's like, no!
Like, no.
Imagine your god's like, I mean, your kid said no. He was serious.
Bjorn, we talked about this.
You told me I wasn't that type of hero. I get to keep my parents.
Well, one of
Alright.
them. What was
But
that?
no, for real, what's happening? But are we staying in the mansion? Oh, that was the question my boy wanted to ask. So are we staying here until we get the circle, or because we're safe in here? I think, right? Hammerfell.
He's not in the room, but yeah, you would assume so.
Oh yeah, he did leave the room.
Wait, I
Okay,
thought he...
that
Oh,
out.
yeah. When did he leave the room? I thought it was just me that left the room.
He probably left shortly after Slayer.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to clarify. Is had he left
Which
yet?
room is he in? Did he go back into the room with his dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're not going in there then. Never mind. I mean, my boy is going to confirm: are we staying here or not?
Makes sense.
'Cause
Sorry,
he's
I
like-
know you're mourning your dad at the moment, but
But what's the plan?
Is there a continental breakfast? Like,
There is.
There better be if I just
It comes free with your freaking igloo.
it's part of the spell.
It's true.
Yeah,
It comes
no.
free with your igloo.
See, you're saying about Alistair's more like, well, I mean, Princess kind of got her intestines rearranged by a knife like an hour and a half ago. So,
oh yeah.
As opposed
people are
to
trying to
something else.
actively murder us. So,
Hammerfell's dad is dead.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Isaac, for the reminder.
Thank you. But yes, Alistair.
fuck it, I'm going to bed. You're all.
Okay.
All right.
No,
the next
um,
day, you wake
no.
up
In the morning.
Douchebag.
This would be the second time we just go to sleep in the morning because they've been
Okay.
super traumatic.
The question
just
is,
like second day in a row.
are we going to just literally sit here, or
Mm,
should we go be like?
I have an idea because I'm not sure how this works, and there's two of us, so we can do it without one of us getting stuck.
What the hell are you thinking, and why have you not said it earlier?
Well, I mean, there was a lot of talking and stuff, and I didn't want to interrupt. So,
Precious
okay,
Reese.
my idea is I will walk outside the front door, and you will close the door and see if you can open it again. Or if we can't open it at all, that's an option too. That's an answer too.
I don't think we can open or close it. It's
Well,
not a spell.
I mean, the way the when the cold spawn left, it only closed the entire demi-plane when it brought the miniature house outside. So if we leave the miniature house inside and we try to leave, we can see if we can leave, because we didn't cast the spell.
I mean, we already know we can leave and come back in. My monkeys did it like 5 minutes ago. Did you forget?
Mitch forgot, yes.
Yeah, Alex was like, my monkeys just did that. That's how we know there's
Okay,
no one
so
else.
we can go out and you can have one of your monkeys be on the inside, or I guess you could. You have the sending spell, yes?
No,
Oh, well.
I only have
You
it used
can't
on me.
You can't telepathically communicate to monkeys through dimensions.
Yeah, I
They
know.
could leave the door open. They could stay at the front of the door, and if they need to close it because someone else comes by, they just close it. But they leave it
Alistair's
open
like-
for us.
Did Reesney just mansplain my own magic to me?
No,
that I just
Reese's
used in front
talking.
of him?
Reese's talking through. He's talking through a plan. Leave him alone.
He's rubber ducking the problem.
It's like I'm aware I can't communicate with them through the door. I just
Yeah, I'm
did it 5 minutes ago.
I'm talking through my idea.
Your mouth.
Yes. But we could go out. We can go do stuff.
That doesn't answer my question, Reesney.
What was your question?
Are we staying in here for safety, or are we, as in the collective, trying to move and not wait here? I'm not asking you to answer. I'm saying, should I go ask the person in charge whose dad just died?
Yes. You could ask if he
Is
needs.
that insensitive? I feel like that was insensitive.
No. He may need time to mourn, but I feel like this is a temporary respite that is easily ambushable, if discovered, and
Well,
I
when
don't
we discovered-
necessarily feel safe.
His asshole of a brother knows we're here.
Yeah, that's the issue. If he's the type of person to be taking care of a mentally handicapped individual, even arcanically so, and choosing not to restore them with their high clerical status, and also just not letting them flourish.
Yeah, he's a piece
I feel
of shit.
he will have no qualms with getting rid of us. We should probably find his other brother too. We should get all of the brothers. That is not Henry, or perhaps involved with Henry and get out.
Well, as much as I would love to find where his other brother is right now, I'm kind of saving my abilities for the teleportation circle we're getting later. So that's another thing. I don't have enough 5th level spell slots.
That is fine. I mean,
So-
teleportation circles, in my experience, they do not have a number limit. It is just the number of people who can go into it within a certain amount of time and walk out and away.
It's not the reasoning.
Hmm?
It's not about the circle. I'm not the one doing the circle. Princess is doing the circle, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm the one
to
that
be
has
to be fair, I'm not certain what all you can cast. So I
A magician never tells a secret. What?
True.
Exactly.
Magician's secrets.
I'm gonna go ask Hammerfell.
Okay. Do you want me to come with, or do you want me to keep the room occupied?
Chris O'Calla, Storm, you're in charge.
Okay.
While they're having this conversation.
It's bromant.
Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
Are you talking about when you secretly stole the hammer from Reesney last session?
That didn't happen.
I
still
that?
have Paragon. No.
No, I was
He's
joking. I was
gaslighting
joking.
you. He's gaslighting you.
I told
was
you I'm
trying to
easily gaslit.
He gaslit you into something that you thought you did. What?
I have no idea how.
Instead of gaslighting you and saying that you didn't do
Rachel's
something,
like-
he's gaslighting you saying you
Rachel's
did
like,
do
when
something.
did I do that?
So what
I
are you
totally
doing,
did that,
Rachel?
but
What were
when?
you doing? What were you doing, Rachel?
When I hear Sir Hammerfell leave the other room, I'm gonna cast message and just ask
Message or sending?
message. I don't have sending. He's
Alright,
within 30
great.
feet of me, isn't he?
Yeah, you're pointing the direction. Just
100 feet, yeah.
Do you want to talk?
Can I respond?
Yes.
I don't know how message works.
Yes,
can
you can
respond to this
respond in a
message.
whisper.
You can respond to this message.
Yes, I believe that would be nice.
I'll go into the other room where he is. I assume Sir Hammerfell is in the room with his dad.
Oh yeah, he is.
Is he just standing there, or?
He's actually currently laying out a few coins for a creation ritual.
I'll go sit by him. If you want to talk, I'm here. I remember what it's like.
Yes, I believe you would. It is hard losing one you are close to. I've been through it before. It is unpleasant.
It's also hard to watch them go.
Yes. I just feel as if I could have done something.
Well, it seemed that he was ready to go.
Yes, I believe so, but his time was definitely cut short by Henry's actions. I could have done something if I were here. If I
You
had
didn't know. You couldn't
Not-
have known.
I could not have, but I could have returned. My absence has caused this, at
No,
least
sir.
in some regard.
It has not caused this. For all you know, Henry might have done the same thing to you.
Perhaps,
And then we would have neither of you.
but I would have been there to help. But fortunately, I was gone.
You take so much responsibility onto your shoulders, Sir Hammerfell.
Well, that is because I have the abilities, the power to help, and
Sometimes.
I've failed many times in my life. Not just those around me, but also myself.
Death is something everyone will experience.
Yes, but I would hope to experience less of it, but my shortcomings have been evident.
What would you have done? You could not have known Sir Hammerfell. If you had, you would have come back here.
Of course.
And you have also saved countless lives while you were gone. There are many
Yes,
in
that's-
Hendrix who are with their families tonight. Thanks to you.
Yes, that is true.
It is... It is not fair to say that if you had been here, this would not have happened. Any number of things could have happened. But you allowed him to say goodbye. You made certain he was comfortable and with someone that he loved. And that is all the dying ask, in my experience.
Yes, I believe you're right.
I know it is painful. And I'm sorry to say that it may well be more painful in the coming days. But I am here.
Yes, thank you.
And you have done everything you could. You've done everything right here, Sir Hammerfell.
I would hope. I want to see the rest of my family and see if they are all right. See what they have heard. They have been here, after all. They would know. But we must be careful. Those horrible creatures, they nearly took your life today. We must be very cautious.
We will be leaving here soon.
Yes, as soon as we receive the information at Tingodron.
And then we can see your family as well.
Yes.
It may help to be with family.
Yes. I am unsure what to do with him. He looks over at the body of David. I'm going to perform some final rites. They will serve him well in the eyes of Yon and ward his body against less than pleasant magics.
Is there a
But-
place that we could lay him down before we leave, so that he may be found and placed wherever he would be buried?
Well, we could lay him in his bed, but I do not know what they will do here. They have been corrupted by this Baroness of Hell. I do not know. Perhaps we should take him with us and deliver him to my family.
Is that what you would prefer? I believe that if we lay him in his bed here, we could contact someone to take care of him.
Yes.
Or I do believe he could be brought through the teleportation circle if that is what you want.
I think that would be more secure. Henry is he's very connected with everything to do with the church. Every burial performed by the Church of Yorn goes through his eye.
Are you alright with him being laid to rest in Tinkerdran then?
I believe that would be all right. My family will know more on the subject. I was never one for ceremonies.
Probably at this point you hear a knock on the door.
Oh, yes. You may enter.
Oh, you think he knocks? He would in this situation. Al is the dimension door in the room type. No, not in this situation. Hello. No. Also, Reasoning, you could come with. When he said Storm in charge, he was implying in charge of the monkeys and Crystal Kala.
Okay. He's probably just like
We're just chilling
peeking
by
behind
body,
Alistair.
doing magic.
Yeah, he would not leave a cat in charge of Reasoning. Hopefully, Reasoning is smarter than the kitten.
You know.
Anyway,
Battle me in a battle of chess. Storm. Storm Lord, Lord of Storm.
Alistair will open the door.
Oh.
Hi.
Yes. Alistair.
Sorry to disturb you. I wanted to ask, what's the plan? Sorry, I know a lot has happened very quickly.
So Bear stands up.
But my first question is, can anyone just come inside here?
No. The door is sealed from within, and it is invisible when closed, so it is secure and sequestered.
Okay.
Simply do not. There is if I understand this correctly, there is a miniature of the keep within the foyer. Just simply do not remove that from the doorway.
Okay. How long does it last?
I believe a full day or so.
My concern is our safety. I hope that makes sense.
Of course. Have you heard from Sarnian?
Well, I don't. Unless he chooses to speak to me directly, I wouldn't know. I don't have sending. I contacted him through Dream, so.
Yes, and we are waiting for him to go to sleep, so you can contact him again. Yes.
Yes, and I wanted to ask, what are we doing with the body?
We will be bringing it with us to Tinkerdran so that Sir Hammerfell's family can say goodbye and
perform a proper burial. Oh, thank the gods. I was going to suggest that, and I felt terrible thinking of bringing that up as an option. I was going to ask, could we bring him with us through the teleportation circle?
Yes.
Well, I believe it can. Yes. It's capable of bringing creatures. And
now, here's my other concern. Can we form the circle within the mansion?
I was going to
unsure.
See about that. Can I roll Arcana to see if
you would know that it would not work.
Oh. We will.
I assume we're not where we left, are we?
We will have to draw the circle outside this structure. This is between planes, in a way, and I will need to do it within the material plane. So it won't take me long to draw the circle. We will just have to be ready.
Very well.
My concern is your brother, Hammerfell.
Yes, yes. Quite
As in
confident.
twofold, because we have two of them here.
And one of them seems very
Who, James?
Will James be
is-
alright?
Oh,
He's well,
I was meaning Henry. He seems
Yeah.
very murdery.
Yes. I
Yes,
was
he was
concerned about... I suppose
not
James has
always
been
like
here
this.
alone with him, but...
James, I would say I'm worried about, but he seems safe, all things considered.
Should we see if he will
He's-
come with us?
perhaps I can message him.
It would be easier to do when if you are outside, because if you do it in here, there's a chance you may not send it at all.
Alistair, you can disguise yourself, can't you?
Easily.
What if you disguised yourself and went to speak to James?
Well, that was the offer that I was going to extend while we're waiting for signing him. He wouldn't be hard to locate. We know where he is in the palace. I have my familiar scouted out already. Just a matter of finding him.
Oh, well, I can simply speak to him.
Well, that's why I
Thank
asked
you.
you before I did anything.
Oh, I believe that I could contact him.
I
Will
could.
Henry let him leave?
Yeah. I just. My only fear is if he isn't in danger, and we bring it to his attention, it might put him in danger. So if you think he's safe, I think our safest option is to not interact with him.
Unless he is already in danger, in which case doing nothing ensures his...
Perhaps, I'm unsure. If all this should be true, then I believe that Henry would not, well, be restricted to doing something terrible to him as well. So,
He's probably told James that we showed up, and when he finds out your father's dead, he's probably going to blame us in some form.
Almost certainly.
That
Most
is also
likely.
an option.
so perhaps I will contact him, ask him to come to the manor. Alone.
Well,
You know,
if he thinks you killed your father, I don't think alone is the best way to...
Well, he does not think so yet.
how long do we have
Oh, if they...
with the mission?
Yes.
Roughly almost a full day.
Yes, but probably about 20 more hours or so.
So we had enough time that if I were to do something, I would be able to rest my magic for when it's needed for the signing situation.
Probably.
I can just scry and see what's going on around him right now.
That might work.
That way we could see without there being any danger of him something going wrong. I've met him before, so the spell's easier than normal.
Oh, well, that is good. Yes, I believe that more information would be, well, preferable.
And message can't be, or the sending spell, no one can tell it's happening, right? Just you and the person you're speaking to?
Sending, yes, I believe that it is a mental connection.
Perfect. So, what did you say about casting spells inside of here, Reese?
There's just a slim chance that it never receives its recipient. It gets lost, would be in the ethereal or astral plane, depending on where we are.
And does
who
that
the
affect
recipient is.
certain types of spells? Would that affect my divination with scrying?
I believe so.
I was unaware.
But you
Okay.
are the one who cast it, so you should know the... I am not aware of the specific verb, the specificness of it, but
Well, the reason I
something I am more acquainted with.
Well, the reason I asked about where we were, as in are we literally where we are, or are we somewhere else, is because if we're not on the same plane, then I can't do it. So I would have to leave.
Is it equivalent to a spell of like a magnificent mention spell, or is it fundamentally different?
No, I believe that is what you speak of.
Okay, so then it is his own plane, a demi-plane within the ethereal.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Do you need help, or do you got it?
No, I'll be fine. I'm not worried.
I'll keep the door cracked. I'll wait out the door.
No, keep the door.
Okay. Okay.
Open it in approximately 15 minutes.
Okay. I'm counting now.
I'll be right back. And Alistair will go outside of the mansion.
Back into the slightly less, but still comparable style of interior in what appears to be an old, long since cleaned house.
Why am I missing 1 hit point?
You got bopped.
Get wrecked, I guess.
Bop it.
Oh wait, was it a shadow?
I don't think
like
it
an
did
AoE or
1
something.
damage.
Oh wait, no, I did damage to myself. Never mind. I'm done.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
damage your ability.
I took damage from my overcharged blast.
Okay, so we're going to. Yeah. I don't know James well, but I am familiar and have met him. So I need him to make a DC 18 wisdom save, I believe. Or he can choose to fail if he wants to let me spy on him.
He doesn't know that you're doing it.
Exactly. He wouldn't know that I am, I don't think.
Spy on me like 1, 2, 3.
All right.
We have anything. Is there a picture of this family in here?
Yeah. I imagine there's like a portrait
Yeah,
on the wall.
yeah.
Snooping time.
Perfect. If I can find anything that possesses his likeness, it subtracts 2 from whatever he rolls.
All right. And I'll just subtract 2 from his modifier. So as you sort of begin the ritual, sort of begin staring into the family photo that possesses younger versions. You see a rather young Hammerfell, probably, definitely at least a decade younger, and the family strewn upon there on a yellowing field of grass just before a wall, which you assume belongs to Lee Farrington. And as you focus, your mind is taken, and it goes through. As your mind enters a small whiteness of space for a moment, it is then cleared, and you can see James currently in a sand-filled chamber, currently wearing the likeness of a t-shirt and some pants that only go down to about just below the shin. And he appears to be training with a strange lance of some sort, and working on. You can see him thrusting the lance out and returning it back, and thrusting it out and returning it back. You can see he could get about 5 of those in before his arms give, and he drops the lance, which parts the sand.
Interesting. Let's move around the room, see what we can see.
As you move around the room, still centered upon him, it appears to be a training room. You could see that there is a window that kind of glimpses out onto a field that you recognize as the one that rests just outside the Hammerfell's keep within the palace, within Lee Farrington, within the palace grounds. And you can see Also, there are armor stands. There are weapon stands. Each carrying more than one type of weapon of each. But when it gets to the more expensive weapons, there are less. There, within the weapon stands around, you can see no plate armor. There's only chain or ring mail available, and you could see him kind of like wipe off his forehead, take a deep breath, and then pick up the lance again and try and go for more reps, as it were. And
How old is he?
yeah, it just looks like he's training in some sort of training room.
Perfect.
How old is he again?
We will hold that until I hear the door open behind me. Come back in.
Ah. It has been 15 minutes exactly.
Are you telling them this, or are you opening the door and saying this?
Yeah, he's saying it to you.
Oh, perfect. He'll stand up.
900 that in about the 1 second interval. Yeah.
That's fine. He'll just dematerialize the scythe back into a wand, go back inside. Yep, time to go. I guess we're just gonna go back into the room with them, right? Unless they left the room.
No, they've just been hanging out in there.
Mm-hmm.
They vibing.
I've returned.
Did you see him?
Yes. Oh, he's fine. He's working hard practicing with his lance. He's not in any apparent danger. At least nothing that was going on other than... I mean, if he keeps doing reps like that and keeps tiring himself out, he might hurt himself. But other than that, he's fine.
Was his...
Oh.
She, like, shakes her head, clearly having been about to go on a tangent. Well, I'm glad that he's safe. For now.
Mm-hmm. I think if something were going to happen to him, or Henry were to go cause a scene with him, it would have happened already in the time that we've been in here dealing with all of this, so unless you deem it necessary, I think it would be safe to just leave him blissfully ignorant for now.
Well, we don't know that he's ignorant. Things can happen behind closed doors that...
I'm trying to be optimistic.
To an observer.
It's your choice, Hammerfell.
James has always been one to go with the crowd, and he seems to have been swept up in all this. I don't believe that he is aware of anything. Perhaps we should contact him, have him meet us here.
Are you concerned he might end up working with Henry?
Perhaps. I'm concerned that Henry might use him for sort of a collateral. He might use him as, well, a pawn to manipulate us somehow. Something to hold over our heads.
I don't believe he's safe here.
At this point,
sorry.
Hammerfell, you receive a sending.
Oh shit.
From the boy.
Nice!
And it went through because I rolled my d20, and I didn't get a 1, so it didn't get lost in the sauce.
That's cool.
I got a fresher look at that circle. If that fucking clown wants to see it, let him know. I'll sleep tonight, I guess. Any excuse for rest is wanted.
He will respond, "Oh, Sanyin, that is wonderful news. I thank you for your assistance in this, and we shall see you soon in Tingadron. Alistair will be contacting you shortly." I don't know how many words that was, but you know.
It's good enough. It's not too many, but not too not too few.
I'm sending the entire B-movie script, one sending at a time.
I stopped counting halfway.
I move we take him with us. I do not trust Henry.
I believe so. That would be correct. I can contact my family so that they are ready for us to be waiting at the circle for us to arrive. When we left.
No, you do know that Cynian's in a city slightly north of them. We're going to have to go. That's the closest we could get to Tinkedrun, right?
It's
Oh,
it's
yes.
better than
My apologies.
walking across the continent.
I mean, don't apologize. I just don't want you to tell your poor family to wait for you and
Yes.
no one arrive. I'd be a very upset mother if I was her and that happened.
Is this not the teleportation circle to... It's not to Tinkertown
No,
then?
no,
That's not where-
it's the fucking.
That's not where Simon is located.
Zidane.
This is his dad.
Ah, that complicates things because that's a long fucking way to haul a body.
On the road to Viridian.
Actually, we have a place that we can put it where it'll stay relatively preserved and cold, kind of.
The chest of preserving is not big enough.
Gentle repose, my brothers.
Can
Can we
toss
fit it inside of Reasoning's whole thing?
No.
We talked about that last.
That is
session
way
as
too
well.
heavy.
Oh, we did. See, I mean, my initial response to you was not in one piece, but
I don't think even... I'd have to empty all of my bag, and I think even still, if he is a large man, I do not think he fits in there.
he's a Hammerfell. He's a large man.
Yeah, the maximum amount of weight that the 3 pockets could carry is 120 pounds.
Well, good thing this was an out-of-character conversation because this got morbid.
Let's cut him into 3
It's
pieces.
morbid.
Wait,
one for his
Hammerfell and
arms,
Solera
one for his
aren't
legs,
hearing
and the
this?
rest in the central pouch. We bleed him dry, so the blood leaves the body.
They're not hearing this, right?
No, this
No,
is not a
no.
conversation.
This never
Even
even
Alfred would be
happened.
like, what the hell?
This never happened.
But no,
So I'm
for
not
real.
doing the Reasoning voice.
So, how do we get your father from there to...
Well, I was misunderstanding. My apologies. That does complicate things.
Don't say sorry. You're allowed to forget things right now. Does anyone have a spell that can help?
I am aware of the spell existing called Gentle Repose, which preserves bodies.
Yes, I can preserve the body and ward it against such things, but
I mean, we just need a coffin and a way to carry it.
A
Can
cart.
we bring that... I'm uncertain we could bring that through the teleportation circle.
I mean, you bring a
We'll have
horse.
to do it
I
when we
think
get
you can
there.
bring a coffin through.
You know what? We just have to get the body through. Surely your friend will be able to assist us with the other things when we get there.
yes, I believe he should be able to, and we might be able to secure a cart that can carry such a casket.
Mm-hmm.
As long as your magic can help preserve, it'll be fine. We'll just have to be careful. But we'll make it work. It'll be okay.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to go take a nap because I can't... I'm tired.
A good
Okay,
idea.
I have no more spell slots to cast Dream with. So,
Go rest. Thank you for your help.
Yes, thank you.
if you need me, you know where to find me. Then he'll just...
Can I
Hmm?
Can I join you in resting in your room?
Sure.
Okay. Floats along.
So Hammerfell,
Yes.
I believe I may have figured out the magic that Alistair uses to disguise himself.
Oh?
While they're resting, if you wanted me to go speak to your brother, to James, I imagine I could. At least not look like myself.
That is a much better idea. I think you have a level head.
Isn't she still really hurt?
think we got-
The
we got a
strength
short
thing
rest.
went
She got a
away.
short rest, which made it go
Okay,
away.
okay. I'm just
Yeah.
like... This is Ethan just scared for...
Yeah, Hairfall's healed her a bunch.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting he's like he's a paladin. He's a cleric. fighter.
Cleric with he's
Yeah.
a paladin with fundamental differences.
A whole
He's correct
class,
paladin.
one could
He's a
say.
wisdom paladin.
Is there any other type? Oh.
charisma
Wait, I thought
based
you said a
ones.
wisdom cleric. Sorry. I was like, what else is there? Anyway,
It's okay.
He could be a druid.
He could, yeah. Hammerfell doesn't know shit about nature. Then
He does. You think
he
that's
does
Francis?
already know druid,
No,
though.
that's
He knows
that's
druid?
him. That's him as a horse.
Hammerfell's
It
basically
is a
druid.
magical pony.
Nope.
Magical bounty.
I believe I could disguise myself and go talk to him. How likely do you think it is that he will believe me?
I'm not sure. What would you disguise yourself as?
Just someone else, I suppose.
A succubus.
Oh, these clothes might give me away. No, I might. The spell actually doesn't do that, does it? Like it would.
Yeah.
I can
It
change
goes
my-
over
Just spell, like,
clothes.
Yeah, it goes over.
override.
It goes
clothes.
over clothes.
Uh,
You decide
Yeah.
what you look like. You go into a character creator. You see the whole thing. You get to
Yeah.
design your own wardrobe.
My only
Customize
question is,
everything.
how
You just
large
sound
is
the same.
Lyra?
Solera is 5'10".
So you can make yourself up to 7'10".
So you could build 6'10". It's 1 foot.
Oh, I thought it was 2 feet. Never
On
mind.
either side.
6'10" or 4'10".
Okay, so she can be like as large. Now it doesn't change her actual like bodily proportions. So like if they reach up, like let's say if they went to put their hand in your look like hammer on the shoulder, and there is no shoulder there, they just phase right through you.
Yeah.
A servant, perhaps.
And
What-
In the
what would you say? Just
I was hoping you could help me with that part.
I believe once we get him here and converse, we would be able to discuss everything just fine. So
As long as I can convince him to come with me. That's
Yes.
my concern.
Hmm.
He is not
I-
yet aware of your father's passing.
no, not as far as we know.
Then I imagine he doesn't think we caused it. Perhaps I could just tell him that he is needed here at this house.
Yes, that might work actually.
Do you want to first try to send him a message?
Yes, I believe that would be better because, we would contact him before Henry got a chance to, well, tell him unsavory and untruthful things. So perhaps I inform him that you would be going to retrieve him.
Yes, I can go and fetch him, and as long as he agrees to come with me, it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, very well. I will attempt this, but not within here, because apparently that is unsuccessful sometimes. I was unaware.
The spell is... It's a very small chance that it will
Yes,
be unsuccessful.
I had not been informed of that.
It might be a good idea
All of them have been successful so far.
to also set up some sort of passphrase so that he can be certain it's me.
Oh, yes, that is a smart idea. Well, I believe I might have something that, he remembers, not fondly, but
I do speak Dwarvish and Giant if you would prefer.
yes, that that is also helpful. Long ago we had quite the jousting match in Garibaldi. That's this fucking place right here.
Gabolg?
We had a quite the match, and it ended in a draw. It was rather irritating for him, and I always, it's sort of joked with him about that. So, simply say, it was a draw, right? I will inform him that his messenger will tell him the outcome of the match.
Of the jousting tournament you both participated in.
Yes, we ended up being the final two. Yes.
I wish I had seen that one.
Which is quite the competition. Yeah, I will go and inform him now. We'll stand up.
Is there a mirror somewhere? This is my first time trying the spell.
Oh, yes, I believe there should be one waiting in your room.
I'll go back to my room.
Oh, yeah, and sure enough, there's a rather nice bathroom within there with a mirror.
I'm so proud of Celira. Espionage and lying in the same day. So proud.
She's growing up so fast.
And impersonation.
She's gaslighting, gatekeeping, and
And
girl
girl
bossing. I'm so proud of her.
Alistair wants to come. But he has to sleep.
Reasoning like, what if they
we-
do something stupid while we're sleeping?
He probably did ask that as they're like about a nap. He's like, I think they're going to do something, but it's fine.
It's probably not.
It'll be fine.
Hammerfell's there. Nothing bad will happen.
I think, yeah, if Hammerfell, if both of them are together, they'll be fine.
I hope they wake up before Celera
We-
gets back.
Should we do something now? If Reezy's saying this now, Alistair is nervous. He's not going to get up, but he's like, "What should we do something?"
You can... No, your monkeys do not go across planes.
Yes, they can.
Well, they do not communicate, do they?
No, but they can watch someone.
Can they get back on their own if the door is closed?
They did last time. Was someone else opened the door?
They also only last
Okay,
an hour.
so-
I think we've done a short rest.
They
Well,
do.
there's Storm Lord, Lord of Storm.
No, Alistair's going to resummon them. I got level 2 spell slots for days.
Like,
You can have one of them sit at the door with the crack, so the other one can tell the other one to let it in or to close it, and it just follows if one of them leave by themselves.
Can have a familiar as a
We're
trait.
going to have... Fuck it. We're going to summon all 3 of them again. We're going to have 2 of them be told to follow Celira or whoever. If anything happens, follow them while they're invisible. If anything happens while we're in here napping, keep me updated.
Yeah, and leave one in here as security.
don't you
One
have to
of
do
you
it
watch
for
Hammerfell, one
level
watch
slot to do
Celira.
that?
Yeah, and then one be at the door to let one in and out.
Babysitter monkeys.
Isn't that a third level slot to do that? Because it's -1 from the existing familiar.
Oh yeah, I know. I got plenty of slots. All I've used is 2 5th level slots.
Oh wow.
Super nanny, but it's monkey familiars.
Yeah. And he wouldn't say open the door because he doesn't think they're going to leave. He's just going to say, one of you in front of my door, one watch Celira, one watch Hammerfell. Go wherever they go. Stay invisible. Thank you. Then we're going to chill.
All right.
Reasoning at some point decides 96ing is dumb and will back to back with Alistair.
Hugs!
Back to back.
Hugs!
Alistair says, we cuddle or get out of my bed.
Ulster
This is
wants
why I was
love.
96ing. He was going to cuddle me if I
You
if I
choose
stopped.
to stay in my room.
I want to not be alone.
Then not be alone in my arms. Hugs.
I'd be fucking planning this out.
You get zapped and he just goes.
I like Zappies.
All
So
right.
Celira's 007ing right now.
This
Are
is
you-
beautiful.
Going out about the town, Celera.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's Mission
Um,
Impossible.
Yeah, I know it's Mission Impossible. I couldn't remember the James Bond theme. There's a bunch of them. Anyway,
True.
did Hammerfell send to James?
I am writing that out now.
While he's doing that,
Yeah, go for it.
I am going to use the, I think it's called the Mask of Many Faces. That's what it, that's
yes.
the name of the thing.
Guide will at self.
Yeah, so I will
This guy's will at self.
make myself
Also.
a fair bit shorter, probably like 5'3", 5'4", long, straight brown hair with like freckles across her face and hazel green eyes, and human looking.
All right. So
Human with fundamental differences.
Human, but actually I'm lying without even opening my mouth. That's not what I look like.
I will step out of the mansion briefly, and I will send him this message. James, this is Samson. I need to speak with you at the manor. An associate of mine is going to retrieve you. They remember Garibald.
I'm sure they remember your vision of Garibald, Samson. If the matter truly is urgent, then I will be there henceforth. I will await their approach.
What's Lyra doing?
She's gonna come back into the room where Hammerfell is with this new look. Did you?
Hello. Oh, it's you. Oh, my apologies.
Do I look right? 10 fingers.
Yes, everything seems to be in order. You fooled me there for a moment.
I like this spell. He's in the training arena, Alistair said?
Yes, I believe so. He should be awaiting you.
Where is that?
This plan is going smoothly.
That's why I'm asking before I leave.
Incredibly. I would assume that I would know.
Alter would have described the room
You
if
know,
they talk longer.
you wouldn't know because it is on the palace grounds, not on where you live. But you assume it's within the manor based off of what was seen throughout the window. So if you looked at the manor,
Damn it! You could ask the monkeys, Alira. Alistair had them scope out the palace.
I don't know. They're following me.
They're invisible. Yeah. Damn it!
I will inform her about the just where I believe it to be on the palace grounds.
all right.
If you get lost, just simply ask around. I believe that should work.
She is wearing like pretty plain clothes. When she gets nearer to the palace, she'll probably like duck into an alley and just quickly change it to actual like the servant's uniform she's seen.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So the arena, and he's staying there.
Yes, I believe he is.
And the match was a draw.
Yes.
All right. I will.
Despite his claims.
I will bring him back here.
Yes, thank you.
As I leave after I leave like the manor and I'm out of earshot, I'm gonna attempt to pull together like the dialect I've heard from others in this area so that I don't sound so much like a noble.
All right. I will say for the purposes of this, make a performance check.
You're great at those.
Also commoner. Or I am also noble.
Yes, it is me, Salira, a normal person.
How do you do,
am
fellow commoners?
How do you do,
Hello.
fellow peasants?
How do you
I
do,
am
fellow
Kalira.
poor person?
I am a fellow poor person like you.
Nat 20.
Damn!
Wait, that was persuasion.
Damn, dude. You live
Still a nat
like
20.
this.
Relate
So
this
24,
moment.
not 28. Or do I need to roll it in the right skill?
I'll allow it.
Yay!
You
It's a
always
nat
Thanks,
20
DM.
irregardless
me.
you use.
the most convincing peasant ever.
They think she's a beggar.
Hater
Despite the fact that
girl.
they're playing her clothes are in good shape. Her
Yeah.
illusion clothes.
Got him. Got him.
She is still attempting to look cute.
So Lyra just succeeded at looking like a normal person.
Woo!
Congratulations, you decided not to be neurotypical for 3
Yeah.
minutes. Congratulations.
You've invented a new kind of stupid. New kind of
What?
stupid. It's a reference to a song.
I don't understand the joke that we're making.
Me neither.
Anyway,
But I'm gonna
I'm
use
just
that
speaking in a
line.
robot voice with my throat.
Is there a
Okay.
specific dialect for this area, or do I get to make one up?
it is common and a very proper, upright kind of. Hammerfell's family is the lowest form of it. As you go about the city, you hear people using old Shakespearean sort of terms such as thou and shalt. And Hammerfell's family, in comparison, seems actually very informal. And there's... as you
Isn't
go
thou the
about town-
informal, though?
They're bumpkins.
In comparison to the way people are talking about the streets, yeah. And, you know,
Lame.
it doesn't go unnoticed that a bunch of quote-unquote country bumpkins are in the Queen's
There's a
favor.
wizard.
Not you.
I like
Okay.
all that's true because like I can't keep like a formal like Shakespearean like consistent.
Making my way downtown.
You're heading to the palace then.
Yes, and, like, just before I get to, like, the actual palace grounds, I'm gonna, like, hide somewhere and quickly switch the illusion to servant's garb.
All right. As you go and duck into the alley and quickly remove yourself out, you walk down the path up to... Currently, you would need to appear higher standing, at least in
Oh.
some capacity, in order to get into higher Lee Farrington.
Then I'll switch. Then
Or
I'll
upper
switch
Lee
the
Farrington.
clothes so that I can get in there, and then I'll switch once I get to the palace.
All right, once you get to High Lee Farrington, which is where the palace is, you go quickly switch into a servant's garb, and as you enter, or as you walk up, you could see the two Strahd guard that are standing there across the glaives they are carrying, or not glaives, spears they are carrying. Say, halt. Look you up and down. No, you're not meant to be entering the front way.
They say that to me, like at the front gate.
Yeah, they say that to you, but they are currently crossing their spears in front of you and saying, like, you should not be entering this way.
Right. Why not then?
Is this your first day?
Right, I just went the wrong way towards the palace. Not usually out on errands. And it's this way, right?
Where are you pointing?
To like just, whatever the direction is. I assume I know where the servants' doors are at my house. So wherever it looks like it would be on this place, probably towards away from like the
Make a
wing where
deception check.
people live. Great, love that. Oh, this is really bad. I'm gonna get arrested.
The duality of man.
No.
You see, from beyond the leather-capped helmet, an eyebrow raise. Listen, I know a lot of people are trying to get into High Athendale. Not Athendale, fucking...
What?
Drop her disguise. real
Hi,
fast.
Zodan.
Who has the
He
brain
takes
cell?
off his
Give it
mask and
back.
it's Al Warren.
Who has the brain
He was
cell?
a man in a mask the entire time.
I know a lot of people are trying to get into Highly Farrington. Want to meet the Queen. Want to talk to. We've had a lot of people disguising as servants, and frankly, you're not doing that good of a job. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn you away. So try come back later. When you are actually employed by Her Majesty.
Come back when you have drip, bitch.
That just registered. I'm just gonna sigh like I've been caught and walk away, and then I'm just once I'm definitely out of their sight, I'm just gonna cast invisibility on myself and walk around until I find a servant's entrance.
The true espionage spell.
Thought I could do this. Turns out I
You
can't.
didn't see anything.
We humored you, right, with the fucking disguise.
I wanted to try it. I wanted to try it.
Yeah,
Alright.
And I'm still gonna use it in the castle because I'm pretty sure if someone sees me, I'm gonna get like, it's gonna be a bad time.
Alright.
Just like, what's that? Gates? No.
The invisibility takes effect, and you are free to walk back up, walk right past the guards that stopped you, and you are now in Highly Farrington.
Great. So I'm like within the palace grounds?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go in, try and find at least the wing while I'm invisible where the arena would be, and
Alright, it's kind of a separate wing that is built on the palace ground, or it's kind of a separate
to wander.
a separate what's it called? A separate building manor that is built on the palace grounds. So if you are heading to the Hammerfell area where you think it might be, that would be the place to go.
Great, then that's where I'm gonna stay invisible until the spell goes away, cause might as well give myself some time to wander around.
Alright. Just go ahead and roll the d20 for me, please.
Okay.
Oh no.
These are how many orphans Henry kills.
I'm just determining someone's position.
Oh,
This
thank
is
God.
how many
Only
babies
2 orphans.
you kick out of a window.
1, 2. Alright, we're good.
That's more than one baby.
As you head in the direction of the
Better
Hammerfell
than
Manor,
20.
take the 30 minutes it took you to get here. Not from like entrance to Manor, but from like your place, or rather the Hammerfell's place, all the way up here. You probably used about 5 minutes of invisibility by the time you make it to the Manor.
I'll go looking for the arena, and once I find it, can I drop invisibility and get Mask of Many Faces back up at the same time?
You can cast Mask of Many Faces while invisible, and then drop invisibility.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Mask of Many Faces
invisibility
not
goes away when you
concentration.
cast a spell.
Oh, true.
Well, if
Yeah,
it hasn't been a full hour, the disguise, because disguise self,
Yeah,
you
The
can't.
disguise
disguise
self-
is still there.
It's still up behind.
Yeah.
And I also
There's still-
refreshed it when I was in the city, and I
Yes.
changed my
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah, then you have.
I'll say they're on the same timer for the sake of this. So yeah, you are right there. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Love
You're
that.
good at those. You're an elf.
I am. I took Observant.
Ooh,
Nice.
this couldn't possibly be bad, right?
You can read lips. Read
Well,
my lips. Shut up.
14?
A 14. You begin moving in the direction where, based off of the layout of this area, you would assume the arena to be. You move in that direction. You see a single door upon a long hallway, which signifies the possibility of that. However, as you go to open it, you're greeted instead with what appears to be a large office space.
This is not where I meant to go. Guess we're gonna go look somewhere else.
Dun dun
All right.
dun dun dun.
Before you
dun,
do,
dun,
I'll
dun.
describe the scene real quick.
Oh, their information.
Oh no. There's the scene.
there is a single large kind of walnut wooden desk. There is a padded chair that sits there, and above a brick fireplace, you could see a portrait of Henry Hammerfell.
Of course.
Also within the room, you could see various, what appear to be systems of organizing information, and several also chests, almost lock boxes that are kept upon various shelves. There's also items of display, trinkets and such that are kept within the shelves, and then there is also two padded chairs that sit opposite his desk, and you could see a piece of parchment, a piece of unwritten upon parchment, and a feather, and a opened pot of ink upon there.
Do I see anything, like, information-wise outright? Like, can I read the... There's nothing written on the parchment.
There is not. You do see bookshelves that contain books and volumes.
They contain books?
Oh
Yes.
no.
I'm gonna look over the books.
No! You got her!
I'm not gonna, like,
Fucking
steal
got
all of
you.
them. I just want to see what he's got.
Hook, line, and sinker.
I just want to see what
As
he's
soon as I
got.
heard this information, I'm like, well, we're fucked.
Salira's
There's
she's gonna
baubles,
die.
there's chests of gold. Also, there's like a book or two. Oh, books?
It's like
Okay,
three
Talk shit
ancient
about books.
artifacts. A book?
Yeah, it's like gold or the Book of Vile Darkness. I mean, come on now.
All right. So you
Gold
go
buys
to
a
this
book of
one
darkness.
particular section where you could see there is beautiful golden filigree on these kind of forest green covered books. There is an entire section of those which seem to denote points in time, stemming from about 75 PNE to present. You could see on the shelf above that, you could see what these kind of strange baubles and trinkets, one of which just appears to be like a strange broken mirror, and that
Is it magical? The mirror?
as you look into it, it kind of warps your reflection.
My reflection is my disguise, right?
Yes. But you could see it like is turning, like it is in motion as you stare into the mirror.
Does it seem magical?
It's hard to tell without touching it.
Oh no.
Leroy, you are smarter than this.
Touch.
Smarter?
What's your wisdom and intelligence score
Maybe.
again?
Wiser?
Intelligence is
Absolutely
+4.
not.
Touch.
Do I know anything about mirrors like this? Like, do I, without touching it, if I theorize, could it be used as a communication device? Is that possible?
Make an Arcana check.
What do you know about mirrors?
We'll
I know
see.
they reflect light.
Bro, mirrors are like confusing.
17.
They're like
How the
slightly
fuck-
green. Did you
I
know?
mean, you know they're
Yeah.
possible use for an arcane focus, and
Homeboy is not a cleric, is he? No, he is. Probably. No.
it seems you
Oh,
could
God.
also see just with your passive perception there is like a layer of dust covering it. Beyond that, I mean, it's hard to tell if it definitely has the possibility of being magical.
I do have that divination amulet. Why would he keep something like that around, though? Just like, it's just out in the open?
It is amongst several other trinkets on this bookshelf.
Is that the thing? Sauce.
What other trinkets are there?
You could see a small statuette of the like the depiction of, it seems like Bjorn, but more dwarvish, and
Like another depiction of Dvorn. Bjorn.
make a
Dwarf
religion
Bjorn,
check.
Bjorn of the dwarf.
I know how to say words. 22.
Alright. So Moradin is also in this setting. People forgot about him because of Bjorn. But,
Bjorn's cooler.
yeah. This appears to be a statuette of Moradin, carved out of gold. There is also...
What do I know about Moradin?
He's a god of the forge like Bjorn. However, he is... in a more chaotic way, Bjorn is uncaring for what his followers create. Only that they create. And the same goes for his creation.
He's done some sketchy stuff, hasn't he?
The name isn't exactly in good memory in your mind.
So Bjorn is lawful creative. Moradin is chaotic creative.
Alright. We're doing this.
Sunion's neutral creative.
Neutral evil creative.
Another word for creative is artistic. You know what artistic is used
If
for.
I carefully break, like, my own pocket mirror, how much can I make it look like this other mirror that's warping my face?
What's your pocket mirror look like?
It's just like a little compact mirror, like, it's circular, it folds together. No, actually, this is like medieval times. It probably doesn't even fold together. It's just a little circular mirror, like a makeup mirror.
Alright. What is there beyond glass?
There's a nice frame of silver. It probably has, like, designs on the back. Mostly it's just a circle with a mirror in the middle and silver on the outside.
This one is also of a silver frame. So, it does have a couple of emeralds embedded into the silver. However, they have been dusted over, so perhaps for a moment it may go unnoticed.
I'm going to, with, like, my handkerchief to protect my hand, I am going to, like, put all my weight, like, onto my... I'm gonna press my thumb to the mirror, or, like, a couple of fingertips if my thumb isn't strong enough, to break it in the same spot as the mirror on the shelf.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, as you go to push, breaking glass in an exact way is kind of difficult.
Yeah.
So as you break it, it's sort of like you push hard and you realize it's not giving, and you push a little harder and you accidentally feel your finger slip a little bit forward on the glass, and it breaks the glass into about 7 shards, whereas this mirror is fractured into 5.
I did my best! I do it, and I take the other mirror, and I hold it with my handkerchief in case it's evil. I wrap it in my handkerchief and put it... Yes, I replace it with my mirror, and I wrap the one that I'm stealing in the handkerchief, and I put it in my pocket. And then I get out of there and go find the arena.
Alright.
And now you die.
You see another long hallway, another door attached to... a long wall space that is directly opposite of the one you just entered. And as you open that one, you can see into the room. You could see currently a thrusted forward arm of the James Hammerfell turning around as you enter and dropping it. Rather as the door slides open mysteriously.
Is she still invisible?
Yeah.
I guess...
Oh,
I
alright.
was still invisible? I thought I wasn't.
You were?
I was invisible the whole time in that study?
Yeah.
Being cautious as hell.
Dude, I would have gone
Invisible
through
and-
his drawers then. Like his desk
Wait,
drawers.
if you were invisible, how did the mirror show your reflection? Spooky.
The door opens and he turns around and you hear, hello?
I drop the invisibility and still have the... I do the Mask of Many Faces as soon as like the invisibility drops, so that he just sees me as the Mask of Many Faces.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's me. The match was a draw.
So he would like to think.
That's what I was told. You coming with me?
So
then?
exactly why are we meeting up at this manor?
I'll tell you on the way. That I expect him to follow me. I start like, I hold the door
I
open.
need a moment to change.
Oh.
Noble can't be seen walking around like this.
Yeah, you can. Sun's out, guns out.
Right. I'll just stay in here then.
Right.
You know, you
shall
could
I grab
come in
my
and look if you want.
my other brother?
No, it's just you. I think he's busy.
Right. I see him walk away and go upstairs.
I'm gonna act like I'm like arranging the swords or something, so I look like I'm doing something.
He's busy.
I've said she's not high wisdom.
He's busy.
Killing you.
He is
where
busy.
Where do you go to wait for him?
I just stay where I am. I kind of linger by the like weapons arranged so that if someone comes in, I can pretend I'm cleaning them.
Probably about 30 seconds after James goes up the stairs, the front door's open.
I
And you
look.
can
I pretend I'm
see-
cleaning the swords or something.
All right, you see the visage of Henry Hammerfell entering, wearing his normally clad gaudy robe, and as he enters, you're cleaning the swords.
I'm like
say.
arranging them or organizing them, like something a
Make
servant
a
would do.
deception
Selira
check.
doesn't know.
Do I look like I know what poor people do?
Would this not be a performance check?
17.
Acting?
All right.
It's the
I
same.
do the thing that I've seen the servants at my house do, where you like acknowledge them respectfully, but let them do their thing.
The Henry sort of cocks an eyebrow, walks up to you, grabs whatever sword you're working on, and says, "Apologies. Who instructed you to do this?"
Oh no.
Do I recall any names of servants besides what's their name?
Oh no. The fucking one that's in coots.
Blame James, Solera. Say James did.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. No, he probably wouldn't.
But what's Selira doing? Quick thinking.
Yeah. Her first thought would be Master Silverfang.
I have to get on them. Guess I'm meant to be help cleaning. Puts the sword back and continues walking up the stairs.
Definitely used the incorrect form of address, but whatever.
That's fine.
You're just
Or
a
maybe
dumb
it's
servant.
not.
You don't know any better.
I mean, to be fair, it's apparently different in LaFarrington.
About
but-
halfway up the stairs, he'll stop and say, "Where's the rest of your troop gone off to?"
Oh shit!
I'm by myself today.
Oh, I could see that. Samson is normally returned to the house at this point. I mean, unless something happened to father.
Fucking run.
I wouldn't know, sir. Oh God. He knows.
Sorry, you're right. You seem to have forgotten a lot from this morning.
This morning, sir? I'm gonna keep this up. I'm committed.
Sticking to the bit.
This morning, when I had an albeit outrageous argument with my youngest brother Samson, we were discussing the exact events that led up to my father, and you see a sword blade emerge from Henry Hammerfell's chest. And the sword retracts. And you see James Hammerfell, about half dressed, saying, "It's about time someone shut him up. Don't you think?"
James was evil the entire time.
I knew it.
Flips the blade around.
I knew it. I knew it was someone else, and I didn't. Ah! I was like, he was.
What?
I kept thinking, like, man, what if this is actually like there's a different mastermind? Because he's like insisting that he didn't do anything, and I feel like I felt like he would tell the truth.
No,
Anyway,
listen, before you go running off, and you see him just wave a hand, and all the doors and windows shut.
Isn't he like 15?
No,
No.
How old is he?
he's like in his 20s.
I thought he was
He's younger than Hammerfell,
I don't know why
I
he
think.
was-
But like,
Yeah.
But he's like either in his late 20s or early 30s. Like, but as he's
Oh,
walking
this
down the
is a bad
stairs, he
time.
says, "I unfortunately don't possess the gift for seeing through disguises. Had I known it would have been you from the very start, I wouldn't have hesitated." As he like is walking, he's just like allowing the blood-soaked blade to run on the floor behind him as he's walking down the stairs. You can see at this point, it appears to be a incredibly long, almost like the length of a great sword, but a little bit lighter. As it drags behind him, it leaves a trail of blood, and he's walking straight up to you, and he says, "You really don't know anything, dude."
She is frozen.
About right. False noble. Then he's gonna try and stab you.
Oh boy. Oh, this is a bad time. I'm gonna cast.
Run.
Well, he's getting the attack on. So.
Oh, he has first turn. Okay.
Mostly because
It's like you're surprised or something.
because you stated that Saliva
Yeah.
was in fact frozen.
Yeah, no,
But
she
it's
was.
not
She
surprised, it
was
is just
freaking
an
out.
attack.
Yeah,
as
no,
the sword
he can.
brings up. So let me move that.
I can't believe Slayer's gonna die. Wait, the monkey.
I
The
can take a
monkey.
little stab. I got stabbed already today. I'm fine.
So
This
wait,
is
Barb,
my fault
God.
entirely. I wanted to bring James. I came in here alone.
As you see him retract it, you could see almost his form like sort of shift. You could see like almost like a shadowy kind of coloration beneath it, and you see the sword. Like as it like gets closer to you, it falls into veils of shadow. I need
Oh
you
man.
to
I'm
go
about
ahead
to
and
get.
make a Constitution saving throw for me.
You know that part in Lord of the Rings where Frodo gets like super messed up from the Wraith's blade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rolled
18?
a 2 and still hit.
That's because their ACs.
That's because my AC
Yeah.
is garbage.
You need to have a mage armor up.
An
didn't.
18 is the save, so you succeed. So instead, you take 31 points of slashing and necrotic damage.
Total?
Yes. He retracts the blade and stares at you.
I put up invisibility and run. Dun.
Run where?
Oh, the door's shut! The door's shut!
You don't have any form of teleportation, do you?
No, I do, I think.
Because you can dimension door.
you have dimension door.
I do.
You can just get the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
no, I'm gonna dimension door 500 feet the heck out of here. And, preferably on the other side of an outer wall, if there is one. And I'm just gonna book it.
Alright.
Bleeding from my stab wound.
So, you instantly teleport 500 feet in a direction you think is out. It's built on a hill, so it's kind of weird, but you only, like, end up, like, a couple feet off the ground. You land on the ground, clutching your stab wound, and you are now 500 feet away. What are you doing?
I throw invisibility back on myself and just book it back to the Hammerfell house.
Alright, that's
The
where we're gonna
original
take our break.
This is
Shit.
my fault in every way.